In a world where the world is saying, women, we've got you, we want you, we need you, we know that you are the change that is required. There is no better time in your life to study than now. Stop making excuses and do that course that you wanted to do so you could get to the career that you want to get. So, I've been receiving like a lot of, I think, messages, especially from women, on how they could apply and how they could study. And for me, I think I'm very passionate about women getting into academia, women actually studying, women breaking those barriers. And I think education is really one of those crucial elements that can help women change their lives and change their story and change everything. We're looking at societies never gave women any chance to study for a very long time. I come from Zambia, where I think women weren't, education was seen as something for the boy child. Girls were not allowed to study. So to be able to study, for me, it feels like such a privilege. It feels like such a privilege. It feels like such an honor that I think sometimes I'm hard on myself because I feel like I have to perform, because I know that there's so many people out there, so many women out there who would never play with the opportunity that I have right now. So I always try to make sure that I work my hardest, work my best, and try to meet my deadlines so that I am honoring the opportunity that God has also given me. And I feel like, in life, when you have a vision for yourself, especially for your life to change your life. A lot of people ask me like, oh, I really want to change my story, but I want to do it. And I always ask them, what have you studied? Because you can't desire to have like a pay that's in the pay grade of a PhD or a master's when you only have like a certificate in something. I think the only way that you, like, literally science shows that, research shows us that, like, once women study, once the gender gap is broken in our society, then societies thrive, then societies develop, then societies do better. And I feel like once we can stick that in our minds, that us studying is something that I think is necessary for our societies. It is necessary. It is something that is needed. That is how we can change the story of Africa. That's how we can change the story of the global South in general, if we as women also take up the mantle to study. Guys, look at it. Look at it from this level, right? 60, 70 years ago, it was almost near impossible for girls to study. You couldn't get a bachelor's, you couldn't get a degree, you couldn't get a master's, you couldn't get a PhD. But we're in a world where the world is saying, women, we've got you, we want you, we need you, we know that you are the change that is required. There is no better time in your life to study than now. Stop making excuses and do that course that you wanted to do so you could get to the career that you want to get. I'm telling you the truth. Stop making excuses. Oh yeah, and yeah, you're gonna tell me, oh yeah, but I don't know how to do it. Let me tell you something. If you're gonna make any change in your life, a proper change in your life, if you're gonna make a proper change, first things first, try, apply, do the things necessary. Take those steps. Go on the website of the school that you want to apply to and apply. Literally apply and pray so that God provides the finances for it. But apply. That is the first part of it. God has got the ability to open up your doors better than any other door ever. If you pray and you do your part and take the action that is required, God is able to open your doors and open your blessings that you've never seen before. But you have to be open and willing to make those first steps. I can never stress this enough. And you'll be scared. Fear is one of the number one thing that stops us from actually ever achieving the things that we want to achieve. Fear, that's its job. It's to stop you. It's the job of fear to tell you don't do it, that you're not going to be accepted, that you're not going to, that you're not going to, like, I don't know, get into that job that you want. Fear, that's what fear does. If there's something we can learn from Esther, is actually being bold, being like, look, you know what? I don't have anything to lose. If they say no, they say no. If they say yes, they say yes. But I'm going to go and I'm going to do it. That's just how it's supposed to work. And when you have that attitude in your life about everything, you're not going to be scared to ask for help. You're not going to be scared to ask and say, you know what, on this part, I don't have this, but I'm asking if there's something that can help me. It's not about asking for hand-me-downs, no. But even when you're applying for that position, that PhD position, if you're applying for, your scholarship, or you're applying for you could just write to the school and say, you know what, I'm coming, this is my situation. I don't think I'll be able to manage to pay for these school fees. And listen and hear from them. If they have an opportunity, I know a friend of mine who applied, she didn't get the scholarship. She applied 3 times. The 3rd time, that's when they gave it to her. She's studying now. So I do know that doors do open when you're kind of persistent sometimes. And it might seem quite difficult to comprehend that because you're so used to being scared and not making that move, being scared and not thinking that they're going to accept you, being scared because maybe all your life they've told you like, look, you're never going to amount to anything. Look, you're never going to go anywhere. Look, you're never, ever, 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 nothing good's ever come out of you. But it's about you thinking about yourself and realizing like, you know what, I'm worth it. I'm worth every blessing. I'm worth everything that has been said. I'm worth it. I am worth it and I am worthy. It starts with you believing in yourself, yourself, believing in yourself, and then God can work. I get it. I get it. I get it. It's scary, but do it. Do it. Just do it. Just do it, do it, do it. With the right course, with the right program, you'll be able to advance even your pay in a better way. You'll be able to get to that goal that you want. Let's say, like I know for me, I've always dreamed about being, the General Secretary of the United Nations. I've always had that dream. But I always have to ask myself, what would I need in my life for me to get there? And what does God say about me getting there? What does God say? What's his desire for my life? And then I make the steps that I need to get there. So I hope I'm encouraging someone out there. Like, don't be scared, I know when we look at the white lands, we just think, oof, Kutali, like it's so far, We always think like, oh my God, it's so far. Like, oh, they will never accept me. Oh, they'll never want me. Oh, there's probably somebody else. Stop thinking about the other person and just look at your own race, like your own path, and just focus on that and be like, you know what? I'm just going to do what I need to do to get to where I need to get and focus on that. That's all. Forget about everybody else's races. Forget about, what they're doing and focus on just yourself. Look, if you run your race and you're looking to the side, you'll fall. Plain and simple. You will fall. You misdirect yourself. You go another route. But right now, you just have to focus on yourself. You have to focus on where you want to be and how you can change your own story. So, in that regard, I really just want to tell you, apply for schools. Netherlands has scholarships. Most universities have a part on their websites where it talks about finances. And then there's in that part, they'll tell you all the scholarships that are available. Apply. I understand that a lot of the courses there's no English available, but for your master's, apply. If there is one that's in your bachelor range or that's in your bachelor's that's in English, apply. If you speak Dutch, apply. I mean, just don't hold yourself back. Only you and your destiny. Focus on that. I hope I can motivate most of you to actually apply for school and get to where you want to get. This is, I think, my ultimate desire, to see women empowered, to see women get to that place where they want to take that step of faith and go for it. Bye. Oh, if you like this video, like and subscribe. I know that today's video is a bit less formal, but I just felt like I needed to encourage you to do it. Please do it. Apply. You can do it. You are worthy. You're able. You're capable. If this is gonna irritate you, me saying this, that it's not to the point, I really feel like I have to say it to you. You are worthy. You are smart. You have God's got a plan for you. Do it. Apply. do it. Go there, go on the website, look whether they have your courses, and apply. You don't know what may open. You don't know what fish you're gonna catch. Just throw your net and just start reeling. Whatever you catch, you get it. It's yours. But apply. That's all I'm gonna say. Motivation 101. Bye.